Hey everybody, this is Devin Dukes and DJ, and we are from the Shrimp City Report, a podcast based in Charleston. And we are not leaving this room until we do some snacking and yakking with Big Ben Kennedy.
And they don't have to leave. This is Devin and DJ, Dukes of the Shrimp City Report. Logo representing.
Look at that.
Yeah, looks great.
This is the new thing. Get used to it. No, but they have the Shrimp City Report podcast. I was a guest on it yesterday, chronologically, 2 weeks ago to you, but because we said we'd stagger them just to make sure our audience, so we didn't hurt our viewership or our listenership to the both. So that's pretty cool. But I'm so happy to have you guys here. It's been 12 hours. No, I'm just joking. It's been a little bit. It's been about 16 hours since I've seen you. But thank you for coming on Snackin Yakkin.
Absolutely, yeah.
To the max. It's a pleasure. We've seen you around as far as podcasting goes in Charleston.
Yeah.
And I guess that's Charleston 2026 is
Yeah.
where we really noted that Snackin Yakkin it made a little presence.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Yeah, we were talking about that. I'm going to stop referencing the other because you've seen it, so we'll try and not do that too much. But these guys are also finalists in the Best of Charleston 2026. So we were 2 of 6 going for it. And I had never heard of. I had heard of yours reading the city paper.
Right.
That article that said must listen to podcasts in the Charleston area. It was like 11 or whatever. And then, but I had not heard of. I'd heard of the one, not the morbid one, whatever that one is. The guy's talking about the horror film.
The Midnight Terror.
Midnight Terror.
Terrors. I had heard of them before, and of course, everybody knows Charleston Time Machine.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah,
is
of
a
course, yeah,
juggernaut.
of course.
If we've lost that one,
Yeah.
I mean, basically, it's an amazing
Yeah.
podcast. He is it Tim?
Yeah.
Tremendous historian. I mean, just amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So but that's like I said, if we don't take the prize home, that would be who I guarantee we lost.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then the other two I had never really kind of heard of.
I'm not familiar. Those are 2 new ones, right?
Yeah, very much.
I hadn't seen those around in the Time Machine. I mean, everybody loves it.
Oh,
DJ,
Yeah.
we've had discussions about doing history.
Yeah.
I think we're like, that's like bringing sand to the beach.
Yeah.
I
Also,
think he's got it covered.
also, we're no way experts either at that type of stuff.
Right.
so-
I mean, that's the Charleston City Public Library. Or
Yeah.
the public library. Yeah, that's that. He's got the wealth of it.
Yeah,
he's
got
got his fingertips too.
Yeah.
Hey, I think I'll go walk out of this room here and do some research.
I mean,
Meanwhile, I got to go on the internet. I got to
Right.
pull up sites.
I've read Wikipedia once or twice. I think I'm pretty.
You know this.
Yeah.
Back before it was really policed, I actually got myself on Wikipedia for
Oh, yeah.
the old comedy stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
And then as it started they were like, hey, you can't write articles about yourself, and they kind of kicked me off of it.
Yeah,
It was actually
Man, there's
I
were the
totally
days.
did.
Yeah.
I snuck one in.
I was always wondering how that whole thing went because, well, first of all, I was scared to death anybody would ever put anything about Wikipedia for me.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when you don't have the control over that.
It was a nightmare, especially when you were in school during that time too,
Oh, yeah.
because kids would obviously gravitate like, oh, I want to read the Spark Notes essentially for like a topic or whatever.
Oh,
Right.
But people would just write whatever they want in there.
Well, and that's the main thing too. Is what is the college thing that compares you against everything?
yeah, like citations.
Citation.
Yeah.
They crawled Wikipedia immediately.
Yes. Yeah.
Immediately. So do 2 sentences from that site verbatim, and you're
Yeah.
I mean you're tagged immediately. They'll get you.
It did go to eventually where the teachers were like, forget it. Just do 2 Wikipedia articles and at least 1 legitimate,
Right,
site.
as your citations, right? Because they were like, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
I mean, Encyclopedia Britannica's no more. They sold that door to door. I had the whole set. In the
Dude,
house.
I
did.
just even 30 years ago at a yard sale, I got one from 1972. So I grew up. Everything I know, probably 70% is reading encyclopedias at my grandparents' house.
Yep.
And so I bought this 1972 one, man. I was proud as anything. And I'm like, dude, this still says Rhodesia.
Oh wow!
Vintage, man.
Yeah, this is
You know,
is Czechoslovakia.
Yeah, this-
not Czech and Slovakia.
This is when the Iron Curtain was still warm. You know?
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, your podcast doesn't go back to 1972, and I think you don't go back to 1972.
Unfortunately.
I don't either, but she might. I'm just joking. She doesn't. You don't. I'm teasing. Gosh, you see that? I do it a lot. It's my thing.
That's good. At least you're friendly with your engineer.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm very friendly, and she costs a lot. So your podcast, we had discussed how new mine is, and you just said earlier just now, you've been around longer than me, but not a ton longer.
No, not at all.
What is it, about 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years is where we're at. I think our anniversary was about 2 months ago. Yeah.
Yep.
2 years.
Yeah.
Because you were in the best of last year as well.
Yeah. We were
too.
lucky to hit the ground running.
See, and that's the way I felt too with this year, to be recognized for anything that fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
God, I'm was like 6 or 7 months at that point.
Yeah.
You know, so but that's really cool. So why Shrimp City Report? Like, where did that name come from?
Well, the Shrimp City, the name kind of came from, there's been some loose talk, Shrimp City, Charleston has been a kind of a moniker, and there's a musician in town that uses that, and there are some other I think when I was growing up it was kind of derogatory for a little bit, but
I mean, it's also one of those things where, let's face it, everywhere you go, there's shrimp in Charleston.
That's true.
Especially if you're looking at culinary stuff too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
and then coming up with a name, I guess Holy City was played out.
Yeah. I
Oh
mean,
my
like
gosh,
how many
played
Holy
out.
City stuff?
Holy City is very played out, and Port City has become the newest one. That Port City Heating and Air, that Port City. There's an ambulance service. There's a lot of that going around. So it's like, guys, we're good. We were drinking Holy City yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah.
Holy City Brewing. And today we are drinking PBR's
Oh yeah.
Request. So you want to go ahead and make a mention of that.
Yeah.
I have not had one of these. I'm going to be honest with you. I went to the recovery room as an after party with the girls from Low Country High Rollers, and that might have been about 14 or 13 years ago.
Yeah.
So this is my first PBR in 13 years. So all the records of the recovery room for the most cans sold in the world,
Yeah.
I was not a part of any of those years.
Oh.
So here we go.
Cheers.
But I don't mind it. That's actually, I grew up in National Bohemian. Not even,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you're Maryland.
That's right. So enough about me. Why are we doing this? Shrimp City Report. So I like that. Shrimp City. That is, shrimp and grits, Shrimp City. All that stuff. We had shrimp and grits at my wedding, even though I didn't live here. We got married down here. So I definitely understand the thing. And so then what was your goal when you set out to do it? Was it just something fun for father and son, or did you know you wanted to meet the people of Charleston and really dive into a scene?
We had done like podcasting before. We did a small podcast that was a little bit more niche before.
It was a comic book podcast.
Yeah.
Nice.
Called the Weekly Villain Report, and it was just minor DC and Marvel villains that we just featured.
Yeah.
Like that.
But then, we took like a few years break. I had to go to college and all that stuff. Came back, still sticking around Charleston, and it just was one of those things where we each had like time off and just had like time to do stuff. So we kind of just wanted to start doing interviews of the people that we knew.
Yeah.
The people we had connections with.
Right.
Because both of us spent all of our life in Charleston. We had connections for food, music, art, everything you could think of. So we just started hitting up friends for interviews, basically.
As you explained, your wife is an artist.
Yeah, she's Madeline Dukes is a fine artist.
There we go. So arts are big in your.
Yeah.
See, we have an appreciation for it, but I was always the Mr. In entertainment of some sort back in Maryland. So when I came here, focused on career, I'm doing my thing to find people like you, to find my people, people who are like-minded, who want to make a name for themselves or want to shake hands and create a scene within a scene.
Yeah.
And I appreciate, like, with the way you describe, how do you describe it at the top of your episode? You say the podcast for all things.
Yeah, it's Low Country. It's everything entertainment, leisure, and living. So
Entertainment, leisure, and living.
it's one of the reasons we put into that pot so we could just cover anything.
Yeah, basically anything that would interest us. Yeah.
Now, some of the guests you've had on, you had the man from Lewis Barbecue most recently.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
it.
John
That
Lewis.
is my favorite. No offense to other guys. I
I
won't
know,
have anybody else.
It beats everything.
Anybody's
Yeah.
barbecue, I will have them on this show in a heartbeat. Actually, Paul Myra is quite the rock star, man.
Yeah.
Photo guy Hector, he is killing it right now.
Yeah.
And lines out the door. I would love to meet him, but when I go for barbecue, when we go out, it's Lewis all the way, man. I love that place.
I mean, you got to love a place that basically still serves newsprint paper. You know,
all
it's like, yeah.
butcher block paper.
Yeah.
Just you're sitting there. Oh, and their brisket is.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost falls apart in your hand up to your mouth. It is the
really
most
is.
amazing. Yes, and I eat with my hands when I go into Neanderthal.
Yeah, the brisket is just stunning.
Oh,
And
everything, yeah.
growing up Southern, and we talked to John Lewis about this. Growing up Southern, and everything was of the pig,
Yes.
pippin, pig, everything. And so I literally didn't have brisket in that fashion until I was like 40.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't know from that.
That's wild.
All I knew were the various ways that you could have
Yeah.
pork.
Yeah.
Because it was Texas that kind of blew up the whole barbecue scene for this, like at least
Yeah,
us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Brisket sounds like a
Yeah.
Texas thing, right? I mean, but then when it came to here,
Yeah.
it just changed everything. And I mean, I'm not blowing smoke up, no pun intended. Well, I'm not blowing smoke, but that is the best I've ever
Yeah.
had.
I have to agree with you. Other guests that you've had, you've pulled on. There was some you did a run of it. Was it the wrestlers?
Oh, yeah. We're still doing
Yeah,
there.
from
Yeah.
MLW.
MLW. Yeah.
It was like a multi-parter. I
Killer
remember.
Cross. We have
Rock Gallows.
Rock Gallows on recently. Yeah.
Yeah, that's for Major League Wrestling. So Major League Wrestling is an independent, up-and-comer, pretty strong wrestling promotion, and they have a really big event actually tomorrow,
Yeah. Super excited.
and so we'll be there. But
Now, is that the one that Paul Walter Hauser? And,
absolutely, and
Yeah.
Eddie McBride,
Eddie McBride, yeah.
all those dudes are.
Was it the tequila brand?
Yeah, Don Gato.
Don Gato. That's right. Yeah.
sponsor.
McBride's Tequila,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, so they're moving to Charleston. Well, they have moved to Charleston.
Yeah.
The entire organization.
Yeah, I know his production company's here, and,
Yeah.
and McBride is here.
But yeah,
Yeah.
MLW.
What's
Oh, yeah.
LW's here? Got you. So what's the connection with Paul Walter Hauser? Did you know anything about that?
He just, as far as I know, that we're not friendly that way.
Right.
As far as being a huge wrestling fan, he was just kind of adjacent and into the business and stuff. And supposedly, when he was just not creating tons of great stuff,
Yeah.
he got a wild hair and then started training and everything. And
So cool.
was friends with some of the like Jerry Lynn and some other folks in the business. If I'm misspeaking this, sue me.
Oh, yeah.
But,
We're learning.
Yeah, it's just like when what's his name from? I can't remember his name.
What?
David Arquette. got
Yeah.
introduced,
Oh, yeah. He very much.
that kind of stuff.
The impromptu wrestlings in restaurant,
Yeah,
I mean, he's slamming each other into wine glasses and stuff, man. That guy is insane. He wasn't doing rings. He was tearing up event spaces. I mean,
oh yeah,
they went for some serious hardcore, the stuff any fall anywhere counts kind of wrestling,
absolutely. He was like,
David Arquette though, but he also got built too. It was really weird because he was always this kind of geeky little spindly thing in the movies that I grew up watching him in, and then you started seeing him when he was doing the wrestling, and it's like, dang, dude, you're bigger than I thought. That's pretty cool.
yeah, that is a good point because David Arquette did. He was like, well, I'm going to get into wrestling, but I'm going straight into the death matches. I'm not going to any fluffy, stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going into matches where I have to actually tape my jugulars.
So you protect your
Yeah, if you watch some Japanese death matches and frontier martial arts, how did this become a wrestling thing? You'll see where a lot of them will tape the major arteries so if they get jigged on barbed wire or light bulbs or something.
Gives them that 5 more minutes in the ambulance.
right. I don't know anything about that, guys. So today, let's get into our snack. But before we do, please subscribe, follow, comment, and share. And if you do, I might give you some of this shrimp dip or crab dip that I made myself prior to coming here. Just kidding. You don't get none. But please do follow. These, we got pita chips, 2 different flavors. But like you said, they're going to get mixed up. We were talking about that when we put them in the bowl. But this is shrimp dip that I made. And then this is crab dip. I mean, oh my God. This is some of the best I've ever made. And I don't know how. I just did. It's made with Phillips crab meat, real crab.
Okay.
That I got because, of course, Phillips and Merwin gotta represent. But please, I would love for you to try it. I'm dying to know. If it's terrible, keep that to yourself. But if it's great, feel free to lavish me with a lot of praise.
No, I'm completely down, and I'm glad we conversed. Before that, DJ was working with you on the snacks that they like, and settled in on the dips.
We also did some back and forth as well, figuring out what we wanted. One of our ideas at first was boiled peanuts because, of course, the South and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But then we're like, we're going to have to de-shell peanuts and figure out what the heck we're going to do.
And I had done that with Haley Macon. She goes by Striker for the Low Country High Rollers. Yeah. We had the trash can over here. We'll just eat them and chucking the shells and the whole entire time. So it's not, it's not a far stretch to do. Which one? The crab dip first?
Crab dip's rad.
The crab dip is very good. I'm quite partial to it. But what did I write back to you, DJ, when you said crab dip, the shrimp dip, and you said PBRs? I said crab dip and beer warms my Maryland heart.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then so let's see, the shrimp dip. This one I was a little worried about.
No, great.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, stuff drops on the floor, it's okay. That's why the floor has a pattern. Why it has all that stuff, so it kind of just blends in.
That's a good idea.
Like the stains.
Like in Vegas or something.
That's right. That's right. You can spill your drinks all over a carpet that looks like a mosaic, or something like that. So, real quick, just to recognize, there'll be an edit here because you'll notice that dips have changed level in the whole. Some technical difficulties, but it's okay. Continuity is not king in this one. But where we were talking about, so we talked about the wrestling thing. We'll move on from that. But you did say you were a big fan of wrestling. We were talking about different promotions and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So then you ever thought to do like a wrestling podcast?
No, I mean, that's like, it would be bringing so much more. I trying to get some kind of you talk about niches and stuff like that. What's your angle? Because the internet is awash in super smart fans that really, spend every second day on it. So
that's what's kind of nice about our current podcast. It's not like, we even state like on every interview, we're not here to be complete educators for this. We're just getting experiences from people.
Yeah, or experts or something. So yeah, but it'd be like DJ's into, whatever he's into. If he wanted to do a podcast into what he does. I think sometimes niche podcasts are just like a ton more work too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, because then after you've kind of exhausted a subject, if that thing comes around again, it's like, well, what do we say that's new?
Yeah.
You kind of, and then do you get a person coming on, and then as soon as you duplicate any content or anything, you'll lose them, especially if they're a real avid fan.
Good point.
Or if you're talking about something that they know, and they know better than you, you're like, well, that's not even true. Done.
One of our favorite bits ever is Carp Monthly, which is where it's a magazine.
Oh, okay.
Where they have carp, and they'll have a carp of the day. And it's like, how long can that go on for,
Right.
Yeah. Like, why does Runner's World have more than one magazine, one issue?
Yeah.
So I stole that from some comedian of those.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, makes sense. Runner's World. They're running. This person's running. And that person's a runner too.
Yeah.
That's it. All you need is one issue.
It's like, you can
Right,
buy these kind of shoes.
Left foot, who cares?
Right.
Yeah.
Buy these shoes. Or you can buy those shoes.
Innovating running. So
if you're going backwards, you're going the wrong way.
Right. I think we nailed that 30,000 years ago. So
who was it? Phidippides running the marathon. You know what's so funny is that story about him, that he ran all the way to deliver the message, and he ran all the way to marathon, and then he died.
Yeah.
Well, let's celebrate that.
Right.
And run 26.2.
Yeah.
And then not die. Like, that's just crazy that you would call it a marathon, and that would be anything that you would model something after.
And extreme sports and stuff like that has always been, I'll take no part. Like bungee jumping and all that stuff.
Yeah, not
or skydiving. I'm just like, no, I'm good.
Never going to happen.
No.
Nope.
No, not at all. And
I don't care how many hundreds of thousands of people survived. I'll be the one,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to your point, I guess those people want to do it, and to your point, the marathon run was for work. I guarantee you that dude did not want to do that.
Yeah,
He had to. He had to. You're doing it for fun.
Yeah.
He had to.
Check it. We have this great idea.
It was a great idea. One time there was this guy, and he had to run 26 miles, and he died. So why don't we do it?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And was it exactly 26 miles?
Right, exactly. Where did the 26.2
Yeah,
value? You know, 26.2 seems like a very. I mean, yeah, and I mean, were they rolling a stone with etchings on it? What was the tape measure back then?
No.
It was a cubit.
A cubit. This year's bridge run, though,
Oh,
high winds and everything. I thought, man, you see all these little wafer thin runners running around my neighborhood? They're gonna blow off that
blow off,
bridge.
yeah.
I was like, that's gonna be terrible. So,
I forgot it even happened.
Yeah.
That's
they got delayed. It kept getting delayed because I think of winds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was real high winds this year.
Dude, that weekend in Charleston. So Charleston is like, there's a festival every weekend. There's something going on. That weekend is ground zero because it's got the, what is it? The Flowertown Festival.
Yeah.
The race, and then there's something else that weekend.
Yeah.
Tennis.
That's right. Yeah. The
Because
tennis.
we're
Yeah.
on Daniel Island messing around, and this
I haven't caught a tennis match at the stadium yet. I've seen concerts
Great, yeah.
there, but never a tennis match.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been to some. DJ used to play.
I did in high school. Yeah.
Yeah, so they'd go out there, but it's awkward.
Yeah.
Very quiet.
Yes.
That is true. That is true. The bleacher seating.
Yeah.
The metal bleacher seating.
Oh yeah.
No way.
On a hot
I
day,
got
yeah.
that chair for you because we were going to sit on an ottoman that
Yeah.
matched. But I was like, you kind of want to sit back, like, so sitting in a bleacher and you're just kind of like,
It's in. Yes. This is the one year where it wasn't like 120 degrees while they're.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we went.
So getting on those middle bleachers is not a good idea. Yeah.
I think. Well, you didn't go with me, Johnny Blue Skies last year, whatever his name. What the hell's his name? That's it, Sturgill Simpson.
Yeah.
And I went there, in those seats, they're all narrow as heck, and on a row with the four immediate people next to me were at least as big.
oh yeah,
Mm.
oh yeah.
And it was just like, just packed in, like we were on the damn spaceship, coming in. So.
Well, it's the same thing with hotels. When it's a 2 queen bed situation, I'm like, hey, so Bridget is sleeping next to me because that's the only way I'll have enough room, because you put her and I together in queen size bed, or my giant son and I, that's not going to work. So it's like, yeah, back in the day, it was pretty cool. The 3 of us, no offense to Bridget, lovers, glad she came along. But we would just be able to get away with, like, he could sleep next to her and I would get the whole bed to myself. Now that we're 4, but also it helped us in airlines too.
Yeah.
Because Bridget will sit next to me, and I'm able to have a little bit of extra room off my seat.
For us, we have to count nightstands now to see where we're going to fit our CPAPs. Because we both use them. And it's just like, I call that outlet, pretty much.
Wouldn't that be funny? Like I imagine like dueling accordions or something. Like, See, I don't know anything about them. Believe it or not, as big as I am, I got the sleep test done, and no.
Good for you.
I'm very lucky. Very lucky. I don't know what it is. The doc said I self-correct. As soon as I get some narrow, I shift my position. So,
No,
I mean, now that sucks because it means I'm never truly deep sleeping. But she said I do self-correct, and if I wanted to try it, I could. But she said she wasn't even sure if insurance was going to cover it.
Yeah, and why bother, I guess,
Blessed be Charleston, but I am allergic to every flower and fauna here in the sun.
Well, don't worry.
Yeah.
They're tearing down enough of it, buildings all the time. You won't have much to be allergic to unless you're allergic to stucco and concrete.
Yeah.
Good point. But I guess that'll make, like in Park Circle where we live, when they started resurfacing Boeing and everything like that,
Yeah.
there started to be all this super runoff that went into like Philbin Creek and around Park Circle, and you should start seeing more flooding and everything.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, progress is not always that great.
No, over here at Bees Ferry, they were tearing stuff down. They chased all the wild hogs out into the residents, and then they dug up people's yards. I mean, it looked like people were digging moats, and it was them trying to get the grubs out of the ground. And I mean, they were tearing up the yards. They had to have animal control come in and
Wow, really?
kill them. Yeah,
Good Lord.
pushed all of them out of those woods back there.
Yeah.
and they built Harris Teeter and all the stuff across from Walmart. Pushed it all into Grand Oaks. You go in there, just yards are just tore up everywhere. It looked like a battle zone.
Dude, is that not a metaphor for what we were doing to our earth? Or either it sounds like a Foxworthy bit. Yeah, I know.
Just sending the wild hogs.
Yeah.
Like, you send the wild hogs into across the street, you just might be a redneck.
Just might be getting overdeveloped. So, are you a Charleston native?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Elementary school, middle school, high school.
Wow.
I've literally, and as far as South Carolina goes, I've literally never lived in another state.
Wow.
I have lived from every end of South Carolina, but between Clemson and here, and just never left.
That's cool, though.
Boy, yeah.
I'm meeting a few, but that was one of the things of calling this Made in Charleston, saying Made in Charleston in the logo and everything like that, and was, I'm not from here, been here for 18 years, but as I started sitting with people in these seats, it was like they hadn't been here for very long.
Right.
They're trying to make an impression in Charleston. They're very happy to be here. And I'm sitting here thinking, well, I've been here a long time. I've been helping the people from here. I'm like, I could take a tiny bit of ownership on stuff here. I've contributed to the public here and all that stuff as a medic, and as Best Buy delivering their televisions was very important. More important as a paramedic, you might say, as long as the well-to-do got their shiny stuff. It was good. I remember Key always ticked me off. Hey, I need my refrigerator before I go on this. It's like, well, why?
Yeah.
You're going on a trip, and they're like, I need it, and I'm like, that makes zero sense. I'll have it to you the first thing you get home. I'll meet you in your driveway, for God's sake. Call me from the plane, from the airport. But yeah, I mean, they wanted their shiny stuff. They wanted it now.
Yeah.
I can see that. Well, hell, now you got Amazon and all that stuff. They can get it to you in 10 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, being a native, like DJ and I discuss it with a lot of the guests and stuff. There's natives, right? And then there's people from Charleston.
Yeah.
I think once you put 10, 15 years, whatever, I think you,
Yeah, I mean, technically, I'm not a native,
right, because you were born in the upstate.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I see. Charleston native, not South Carolina, of course. So Charleston native. Yeah, those are from Charleston. My wife is from Charleston.
Right.
Born and raised West Ashley.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, okay, cool. Did you go to Middleton?
I went to St. Andrews.
St. Andrews. She went to Middleton.
We're all in the same area.
Yeah, it's true.
Where'd you go to Mills? Did you go to Wallace?
Oh, no. I went to Drake.
Oh, okay. Right on.
There you go. Look at that.
Oh my God, I'm dating myself. Wallace didn't exist then. Okay.
My sister's on to the
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
She has older sisters. She has sisters who are the same age as my mom. So I have a nephew by marriage who is a month older than me.
Ooh. Yeah. The DJ went to, where'd you go? Charleston Collegiate the first?
so when we first moved, 2004, right?
Yeah.
We moved upstate back to Charleston. Went to Charleston Collegiate, which is like near Johns Island.
Okay.
Did that for a year, then moved to School of the Arts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Stayed there till 12th grade, high school.
Yeah, because you did middle school at the School of the Arts.
Yeah, and we mentioned it before. My mom was an artist. I did a bunch of art too, 3D graphic design. Eventually, I started dipping into more like computer arts, stuff like that.
I got you.
And my dad does art too. He's dabbled in music and stuff. Got a few bands.
Yep,
Yeah.
did a movie,
What instrument you play?
The bass is my primary.
Nice.
Mostly singing.
He did his own movie that he produced as well.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
Charleston International.
Had it.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called The Merkin Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about a gentleman in Johns Island that makes Spanish moss merkins for tourists.
Okay.
And it was,
Okay. Here's where my brain went during this. Merkin Man. Okay, so like cancer patients who undergo like
Right.
and then you're like Spanish moss. I'm like, red bugs are a thing, guys. What are you doing there? Like I started having this like internal panic about where we were
prominently
going with this.
it's featured prominently in the movie. It's
Funny.
yeah, it was kind of just when Charleston really blew up in the early 2000s, and you saw Palmetto flags all over everything and that kind of stuff. I was like, let's do something with this.
I made fun of Charleston. You'll love this. I said, man, if anything, they love their flag. And then I stopped and I went. And I'm from Maryland, so I now have no room to talk.
Oh, yeah.
God, if there's any other place on earth that is obsessed with their flag. And I lived in both I lived in both places. It's like, man, definitely flag is like such a big part of those two states' identity. It's almost like its own brand. You know, you see it, you know it. You see the Palmetto Moon, you know it. You see the battle flag, it looks almost like a battle. It's the Calvert and I think it's the Charles and the Calvert families, family flags.
Oh, is that what that is?
Shields or whatever, combined or whatever. Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you say battle flag around here,
Oh yeah.
stir some things.
Oh, sorry. I meant to say like, you know, like Wallace, like William Wallace, like Braveheart, like the
There you go. That's far enough back.
yeah.
So D was you were a sculptor too. You did a
Yeah.
3D work.
Man.
Yeah, I actually got was part of this arts competition. It's like a national arts competition that I got like finalists for, where we actually showed our work in Miami.
Yeah, the
with
Miami Museum of Art. You had an installation there.
Very cool.
Yeah,
That is
fun.
so cool. I was thinking I was awesome because I got my watercolor painting at the Herondale Mall, but holy shit, dude. That is fantastic.
Well, there's stuff, you know, there's other you said you did stage theater. That's part of
all the people you played, that you insored,
I'm messing with you, kid. You're funny. Man, but a sculpture in Miami. I mean, just like anything outside, that's really cool. I would like to find out that anybody outside of Charleston was watching this. Or, you know, like, it just makes you feel like you're big time when you're crossing state lines.
It's funny though. After high school, went to Tennessee, spent some time there in Johnson City.
in the mountains.
Yeah, right in the mountains, which I love, by the way. But ended up just coming back because I like Charleston so much. Yeah.
As I told you, took my wife out of Charleston for 5 years to move her up north.
Yeah.
And you just can't take anybody out of Charleston for very
Yeah.
long, man. It's something about you native.
Yeah.
It's in your blood.
There's so much going on. That's why it's good for our podcast and us being kind of like an omni podcast. So
Yeah.
we can hit some history, the new dress shop. You know, we get more marketing companies and stuff hitting us up now. So a lot of our stuff is unsolicited. So we can kind of cherry pick that. And that's been a really great
I think it's still fun to find, I guess, those niche people that we do, that we do, you know. One of my favorite podcasts we ever did was with a guy named Captain Bird, who is, he's basically a historian, but he's specified in piracy in Charleston.
Okay.
So the whole episode was just about pirate talk, basically, and it was one of the best podcasts ever.
He's done several books, and
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting because, you know, Charleston's pretty silly with pirates as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. The Gentleman's Stone and
Oh, yeah.
the Provost Dungeon. There's all these
Oh,
things
yeah.
that are tied in that I've even learned just in the short time I was here. Do you how do you get your guests? We had talked about that for me, but how do you get your, like, what's your way to kind of snag the guests?
Honestly, email goes a long way. You're always
Sure.
kind of like surprised, like who ends up responding.
Got you.
I don't know if it's just because we talk about how we're natives or that we're duo. I think honestly the father-son relationship goes a long way.
Yeah, and as does the Shrimp City, as does the
Well, yeah.
Barker, that
Right.
clearly establishes you are
But
Charleston.
honestly, I think everyone's just happier wanting to tell their story. They just need they're just looking for the right format, you know?
That's true.
Yeah.
And you do a longer form like me. I think we do about 35 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, so longer form is just, it's nice. Everybody feels like they can get their story kind of out, or they can get multiple things that they want to talk about. It's not like a blurb on Low Country Live. No offense.
Absolutely.
You definitely need to warm up to that type of conversation too.
Yeah.
It's not like you can go out the gate like, oh, this is where everything came from, you know, or this is how I started. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. We do try to make about 30% of the front end just, hey, who are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You may be you may be selling, a hovercraft, that we think is going to be great for Charleston, but tell me where you went to high school.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Didn't you think we'd all be riding in hovercrafts when we got older? Because it was just like having like
I mean,
bucket boats.
I mean, Back to the Future and the Jetsons lied to me, so.
Well, yeah, that's true, right? That kind of hover. But I thought, man, why wouldn't hovercrafts just be the way?
Oh, yeah.
Accidents, you just bumping off each other on the way to work, bumping off each other on. I mean, granted, they would have to be much smaller, not the giant hovercrafts that we know. I don't even know if they could get off the ground. There's probably a problem with that or something. It's got to be that size, I guess.
I don't know. You think it'd be now?
It's one of those things. My physics teacher made a hovercraft literally out of like duct tape, a balloon, and a chair.
And we never heard
And we-
from him again.
Well, yeah.
The government
How,
snapped him
how
up
could not
and said,
someone springboard off of that idea? You know.
who can
yeah,
create
for sure.
something like this?
Yeah, it's either like no hovercrafts or we're in the singularity.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, it's just like quantum jumps or something.
I love that stuff. And you being a comic book fan and just all that, I love the quantum. I love the kind of multiverse theories and the time travel. And that's my sci-fi thing. I'm not the space. I'm not like Star Wars, Star Trek. I mean, I do like them. I have a great appreciation for them. But man, you give me a good time travel or like a looper story, I'm on all day. I love it. I'll talk to you, DJ.
Yeah.
So then, what is it that ultimately you would like to see? I mean, because this can be your thing for a lot longer than maybe your thing, you know? So what is it that you would see for the Shrimp City Report in, keep going down the line, like your incremental goals, as it were?
I don't know. I think, honestly, I just want to see more connection, not just with like the people we're talking to, interviewing, but with like our fans that are listening to stuff, knowing what's going on in Charleston, knowing, hey, this sounds like an interesting person. Maybe I should do more research on them, and kind of, I don't know, becoming almost like a catalog of like Charleston. Yeah.
Like that.
Good idea.
Yeah. I mean, right. You have a website attached to it?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So if you do actually, sorry about that. I knew that. So right, in chronicling that and recapping, you do create kind of like, at least in the internet, you create a search engine optimized kind of experience. So yeah, you do want them kind of becoming a catalog of sorts.
We're supposed to be updating our podcast website too in a few weeks.
Yeah, we'll have a new rollout of the website.
It might be in time for this, so check that out. Is it shrimpcityreport.com?
shrimpcityreport.com.
Do not sleep on that. Cause, I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and then speaking of SEO, that is the best challenge in the whole world.
It is.
Yeah,
It is. It literally is like going to Vegas, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know? It's like it's part tech and part luck.
Yeah.
100%. And your social media, that's one of the things that you wanted to work on bigger in this year.
Yep.
That's your goal with getting that social media thing, because that in and of itself is a part-time job, if not more than a full-time job, in addition to what we're already doing.
Yeah, and DJ does almost all of that.
Editing to posting. Yeah.
Yeah. You get a lot of traction out of this.
I think if you could hire a 14-year-old,
Yeah.
if you could hire a 14-year-old social media manager, you'd never have to worry about a thing, because they're always on it. They're always quick-witted, and they know all the lingo speak and everything. I think that's what we're missing. I need to tap into, like, maybe my daughter. Obviously, I can't agree to anything. Like, you're my social media manager. Don't cuss at anybody. Don't make the brand look bad. Have that. Because a lot of the people, Wendy's, all these ones that get all this, they're sass and everything. They're really responding like a teenager.
Yeah.
And that's really the name of the game. So,
well, I mean, that is a good point. It's like someone make a database of 14-year-old interns. I'm like, wait, that sounds a little Epstein-y. Actually, let's. But you know what I mean? Start going to the schools, and that even sounds worse. Yeah. How about just do it?
Stand outside and wait.
We talked about this.
Have an advertisement on your van.
We talked about it yesterday. The biggest hack for Instagram or any of those social medias is to put an animal on your video.
You did mention that.
Right. He has a Shiba Inu.
Yeah, Shiba Inu. I got a Shiba Inu Instagram, which is like a secret side Instagram.
Yeah.
Has about 3 times more than our podcast.
And then you also said that you had an owl.
Yeah. With the aviary, one of the
your guests.
Yeah, one of the guests who was like the head of the aviary center, and he brought in like an African owl. Is that
Oh, I can't remember his name.
And then your little clip from that is just the biggest thing.
Yeah, that blew up. Yeah, so we record at most of our shows. We record at the refinery.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's where I was going to be at.
Yeah.
But one of the weird problems to have is Government Mule music group kicked you out of your studio space to use as their green room.
Right.
Like, ain't that a funny problem? Like,
It's pretty rad. Yeah, they are one of our industry partners. Oh, I hate that term. They're one of our sponsors or whatever. Yeah. So we record most of our shows there.
Nice.
So it was kind of cool kicking back and then, having the owl chilling in there and learning about raptors.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So then we wound up recording at a cabana.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday at the Paradiso
Club. Yeah.
Yeah.
and that was interesting.
Oh, yeah.
It's outdoors.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
had to contend with, motorcycles, tasing cars.
You got a pool with a bunch of kids in it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how that audio turns out. It'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, but who gets to record at the Cabana Club?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
We're very blessed that we've networked the hell out. That one thing we have done in the past 2 years is we have put ourselves out there.
Oh yeah.
You know,
really cool.
attending everything, throwing nets where we could and
Yeah.
seeing what we could do. And, and we don't try to do it like being like super selfish or self-centered. I think DJ will agree. We want to make this a springboard, or at least evangelize Charleston.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, absolutely. And that's, so my goal is a scene within a scene, like where I'm like a venue to play. They're like, oh, have you been on this show, or have you, just be like,
Right.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
have you done that show yet? I'd love to be like another place that people, value to go on.
Yeah.
Have you done a Low Country Live? Have you done this? Have you been on the Snackin Yakkin show? Not yet, but I will. But I talked to him the other day. That would be a nice feeling when the show books itself.
Yeah.
I think we all want to be there one day, where you have an embarrassment of riches to choose from. You're like, do I choose Darius or do I choose Bill Murray? What is this?
That was-
guess
Yeah.
gonna be?
Who was it? It was with CBR. One of our people that would contact us.
Yeah,
is,
Charles.
Burger. Yeah.
Yeah, CBR
Um,
marketing.
what was
Okay.
the barbecue? Was it not?
We have somebody else coming up with the.
Rodney Scott's.
No, are you talking about the black food truck?
Yeah, Black Food Truck was really
that's
cool.
what
We got that
somebody
coming up.
said.
And even this local DJ called Savant is supposed to be coming up, and it's supposed to, he's supposed to be a really nice DJ. He I think he even had one of those things where he actually he was in a finalist for the Charleston City paper as like best poet too.
Oh
Yeah.
he does rap on the side.
Yeah,
Or-
and he does rap and DJ and all that stuff. But it was just one of those things where it's like, hey, I've listened to your podcast. I'd love to be on, that kind of appreciation that someone else has been listening.
Right, and it's not like you need it. Like the way to get on is to kiss
Yeah.
our asses.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have.
Yeah.
It's nice for somebody to be a fan or have heard of
Yeah.
you. That's always a good thing because that makes the job easier too. Because you're like, hey, and then all of a sudden they'll surprise you. They'll be like, well, I remember you had that one guest on. You're like, oh,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
well,
that's
my
cool.
job just got easier.
It's I guess you want to be approachable.
Yeah.
Somehow. And to your point, like there are a lot of podcasts in Charleston. That's why the city paper asked us to do that compilation of
Yeah.
podcasts we enjoy in Charleston. And then we're like, you know what, we should start, besides being fans of other podcasts or thinking somebody had something really cool to say, we need to start networking and leverage each other. And I don't mean, hustling or something.
Support it.
Take
Yeah.
the air just a
There
minute.
really
Yeah.
is, we could all put our minds together because some are more accomplished in this and that or whatever, or, that's, so we'll find somebody that feels like starting up a meetup.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing is also that was initially when I reached out to you. I was like, how do I get in that article space, or how do I get in your list?
Yeah.
And you were like, well, we'll look to update the list soon, and we'll
Yeah.
and then I was like, and if you ever want to come on the show, and then you were like, well, if you ever want to come on ours, it was really, really quick and really simple to have this crossover, It's the first time that I've had one with another podcast, so I'm excited. It's like, feels like, when Marvel and DC match up there.
Oh yeah, put in the max. Yeah. Yeah, so it's nice to do that. And, we get submissions and we listen to them. And, the criteria is just, is it good? Is it Charlestonian-ish? And do you put out frequently enough to
Yeah, that's the one thing you kind of look forward to make sure it's not a podcast that was like 5 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that was the one thing that I was looking at for us when we were all in the finals. It was like, how often does everybody?
Yeah.
Because I do weekly content. You guys are roughly every week. I
Right.
mean,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a couple of times you haven't been, but who knows? I mean, stuff happens.
Yeah, we've taken like hiatuses.
Yeah,
I will double up like
Yeah.
last week.
Like I'm obsessively every Monday. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll record 6 episodes in a week to make sure that I can go on a cruise. You know, like I'm obsessed with making sure it's every week. But that's just my personal thing. I'm probably going to burn myself out and wind up in a padded room. But luckily, I'll have 4 episodes ahead, so I can enjoy the padded room without that worry. But no, that's so that's the thing. I was like, how often are they putting out? Because that's a big thing. They want to find out.
You do want
If I'm competing
consistency.
against another podcast and they haven't put out an episode in 3 months, it's like, well, that kind of sucks if I
Yeah.
go to them, you know. But you guys, I was so hoping. I was like, I hope it's them, because then I get to be on the number one. I get to be on the winner, and that's me, you know. Like so, it's like you don't even have to like worry about. You don't have to worry about in this land that we're in not winning. It's like I just want to be on the winner's show now. You know?
Yeah.
Get to know them.
Exactly right. Because I mean, for all of us, if we're creating this scene within the scene, this podcast scene in Charleston, then ideally all of our successes would be each other's successes. If we're boosting each other up, if we make sure that we, you have the big guest and you're just like, because especially since our shows don't immediately overlap.
Right.
You
Absolutely.
guys have your own flavor. I have mine.
Oh yeah.
And so that's a good thing too. If we were doing the same exact thing, that'd be rough.
Oh, yeah.
Competing,
Oh yeah, we'd have the wagons circled.
Yeah. Watch him, keep an eye on him.
Right.
Stay away from our people. Do you want to talk about the regiment?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
You got to
Well,
plaster
wearing that
it on your shirt. You might as well.
yeah, we're in the regiment, so we're big Battery fans,
Mm-hmm.
and I screwed up this week, thinking. So we got super scheduled with MLW, the podcast, everything. So I was like, oh, that's great. We got a little respite on Saturday to go watch the Charleston Battery play, and we're part of the supporters group, the regiment, the tailgates and everything before the matches.
Yes.
And,
We've interviewed a few people from the
we've had
Battery as
several
well, like the coaches. Yeah.
Nice.
and the actual regiment.
So yeah.
They put out a big spread. Eminsost is one of the sponsors of them, so Eminsost will kick in beers, and a lot of it is like what do you call it? Just open houseness to a lot of fans that are
Gotcha.
other stuff.
Gotcha.
Anyway, I was like, all right, I haven't been to a game in a few weeks. Let me see if I can squeeze back into the shirt, and looked at my phone. And it was like I saw a thing from the Battery that said, "Can't wait to see y'all April 18th."
Yeah.
Oh man. So well, it was good. It was good because we always like to rep everything Charleston or South Carolina, and we're
I go broad with my shirt. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do South Carolina.
yeah. But yeah, we're big fans of the
That is
Battery, and we love the RiverDogs as well. And you're wearing probably the coolest logo of the.
I
Yeah.
fell in love with it immediately.
Oh yeah.
We went there. They were as the boiled peanuts. And then like I found this hat. Like they were dressed up in the uniforms. That was their name on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
That was the weekend team. And I was just like, oh. And I said, I love that hat. And I love that jersey. But I mean, there ain't no jersey's gonna fit me. Unless I sew 2 of them together. And then the names, I gotta make sure they match up. It's very weird. It's in the number,
Yeah.
But now you're getting into the seamstressry or whatever you say best.
Seamstress and
What was the RiverDogs name before they turned to the RiverDogs?
When I was a kid,
Yeah.
well, it was the Rainbows forever.
there you go.
Before that, it was the Royals.
It was the Royals. They were the Pirates for a second in the 70s too.
Yeah.
The Royals, the
Yeah.
Rainbows.
Dude, I used to go when I was a kid. I lived downtown. Well, not a kid, but I lived right by College Park, the old stadium.
Yeah.
And after work, I'd just ride my bike over there and read the paper. And I mean, they would sell like Schlitz malt liquor bowls and stuff.
Wow.
Just have a drink, watch the afternoon games. So
And then later it was the one on Rutledge, right? It's the one there at Hampton Park.
no, I guess they came.
Well, that was Rainbows.
That's the old Rainbow.
Okay.
Yes, that's College Park, and then they moved into the new fancy place, and we love that.
Yeah. That's great.
I mean, the bang for your buck going to the RiverDogs, there's nothing better.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing for the ticket price.
Yeah.
And for me, it's a touch of home. It's such a mock of Camden Yards. Your warehouse and the breezeway, or all the shops, and then all the eateries and everything, the little stands and everything.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like a miniature version of what I had at home, which was really nice.
Hey, Orioles guy. That's right.
That's where I am. Yeah, Orioles. That was the other hat I was going to wear.
Yeah.
I thought about it. So then, what is the big guest? What is the big get you want for Shrimp City Report?
Fingers crossed. We want to eventually get to the point where we get Dana McBride. That would be the
That's
best.
fantastic.
That he's like our grand hook that we're trying slowly moving up towards. Yeah.
Yeah, Dana McBride and Bobby Hartin.
Yes, Bobby Hartin. Yes, we love Bobby Hartin.
He's the local sport. He's been the sports guy.
Is that Channel 2?
Talk sports. No, it's radio.
Oh, radio.
Yeah.
Okay, radio.
Yeah, sports talk with or fan. That's fan talk.
Yeah,
Let me say I've been listening to it for 25 years.
Yeah, he's been like though he's been a staple
an
since
institution of Charleston.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so
That sounds cool. I haven't watched local news or
yeah.
I haven't really listened to local radio. I'm the guy with the phone.
It's funny. I always have it on Spotify, but whenever I'm around with my dad, I'm like, hey, see Bobby Hartin songs right now.
yeah. And then, I guess that's it for us too. I mean, I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, stuff like that. But
if you had the opportunity, if it was presented to you to become a show that was affiliated with one of the local news or radio, would you go for it?
Yeah, absolutely.
it depends. I guess it depends on the leeway they would give us.
Yes.
If we had like full production,
Yeah. And we like that exploration of Charleston too, like being able to do any type of avenue,
But yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense if there was some kind of, group like that.
Yeah.
Got you. So, because I mean, you have like the weekend, kind of like what you're doing, like low country living, low country, so human interest and stuff like that. I thought about that. It's like, do you want to keep it yourself, or do you want to, let it
right?
I guess the reach versus now you gotta share ad revenue, you gotta share with the place, and stuff like that. I always thought about that. Speaking to another podcast for the first time on this show, I was kind of like, what would you think about that? It was just a curious question.
Yeah, I think they buy your thing and then basically just pay you production and talent from then on.
Now it would be easier to get guests.
Yeah.
Then you're like, hey,
You got a name behind it. Yeah.
WCSC Studios. Yeah, you're looking pretty big time then.
Yeah.
It's not like, hey, stop by my little office space or sit in my cabana at the Paradiso Club.
People get a kick in the train cart though, recording at that.
Even the cabana. I mean, we've got it down to a science to travel, so we know we only record at.
Yeah, I mean, for the longest time, we were actually recording at location. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought about that. That's rough, right? I mean, well, at least not to do video.
Yeah.
But recording on location.
Yeah, for audio, it's not
For
like
audio, it'd be really cool.
Yeah, for some, it hadn't been awful. Like when we did M. Dumas and Sons and some other places like that. It's easy just to go into their office and it's audio. We don't have to set up lights and all this stuff. You got a great studio here.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine traveling.
No.
I know, and I thought about it. I was like, a portable generator. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Because I thought about sitting outside of food trucks. I thought a show would be really cool for that. But I'm not sure. I kind of, the set's its own monster. I use it in my advertising. Everybody needs to know the terracotta chairs.
Yeah.
The all the thing, the shelves and the the blue and the orange. And it's like, does my show lose its kind of eye candy if I'm just sitting on a?
We've lost 2 cameras now.
Okay.
Thank you for your patience during this delay. We are handling this professionally today. No one is angry, not even just a smidge. Ben just left to yeet the GoPro off the Ravenel Bridge. And now he's back and ready to go. No more problems at this time. But one more thing goes wrong, and Ben might lose his mind. Motherfucker, son of a fucking piece of shit. No good fucking funk.
Right. Yeah. We avoid bridges when other people are on our. We don't want that on our conscience.
Yeah.
So this has been a good technical difficulty heavy thing. We'll blame you. Now, are you the kind of people who like watches just drain and stop on your wrist? Like you guys have like magnet blood or something, or?
Might be so, yeah.
No, I think it's just Oh, you know what it is? It's the aura of personality.
That's right. Or you're like a bug light. You're like an aura, and then you just suck up everything around
Well,
you.
you've got no conspiracy theory for this or anything?
Yes. I was thinking of all kinds. Yeah, I like a good conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I think Charleston does.
Yeah.
At least I'm figuring that out here as of late.
Yeah.
or good Lord, paranormal. You can't swing a dead cat in this town without somebody saying they saw a ghost.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it is very big on its ghost, isn't
Yeah.
it? Dock Street's got one.
Yep.
I pick up somebody. I always like to mess with my partners. We'll pick up somebody from a residence outside of the Charleston jail,
Yeah.
and I'll go, be careful you don't bring anybody back with you. You know, right? They're just messing with them.
God, what an awesome place. We've got to do something there. Sometime.
Yeah.
But I'm like terribly afraid of ghosts, so
Really?
please.
I'm one of those people who don't really believe in it.
Okay, right on. I grew up in a very superstitious family, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We did a ghost hunt at the basement of the Provost Onion.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Grant from Ghost Hunters.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Yeah, he was on this touring thing. I don't know what it was called, but it was him, another girl out of Massachusetts, Haunt ME, and then or Maine. Sorry, she was out of Maine, ME. And then the kid who played Jesse in or no, his real name was Jesse. I don't know what character he played in Fast and Furious.
Okay.
The kid who lost his dad's car with a pink slip, and he was the designer for all the stuff. So I think it was Jesse.
We've seen everyone.
Like in the theater.
Even-
Love that.
So the first one
Yeah.
was gunned down.
Oh, the first that was so long ago. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was there too and did the whole thing.
All I know is
Did the whole thing, lights out, audio, EVP.
Ghost box.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we did all of it.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I put on the things and I was saying what I heard. Apparently it matched up. It was very weird. I don't know if he was just a great Grant was just a great improv artist. But the questions he was asking, without being able to hear him, I 100% was responding correctly. So it's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. So, but I still didn't believe after that.
That's okay.
I didn't walk away like, oh my God, somebody was communicating through me. I was just like, this is kind of cool.
listen. I'm a guy. I'm halfway. I don't believe until I'm right in the fit, like the circle. Then I'm crapping my pants.
Yeah.
You need to be,
Yeah.
and then you're like, I believe. And it's like, well, yeah, you also made a big mess on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, so I believe now.
yeah.
Was it worth proving the other
You
side?
could have just been like, I believe, so I'm not going in this room. But
Yeah.
like, no, I want to crap myself believe. This has been a lot of fun, guys.
has been, yeah.
I love that I got a chance to hang out with two guys who are chasing the same dream as me, but like understand also. You guys seem to understand the importance of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
If we can offer something of value to others, it's like that's a moniker of success more than us being recognized walking down the street.
Sure,
You know,
absolutely.
if you're able to walk First Sunday and somebody comes up to you and goes, hey, they were a local business who was helped out, who got, a bunch of people to come to their place because they heard them on, and that would be amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be like the best feeling, more than a stranger coming up to me and going, hey, that was really funny, that one episode.
Right.
I would just love to hear that, like, you, myself included, just were able to make an event a bigger success just by us, like that radio show, that kind of, FM radio show does for people.
Yeah.
I want to be such a great platform for promotions for local
Yeah.
people.
And I think there's plenty of that potential out there. There's the cool thing about Charleston podcasting again is there's a ton of different podcasts.
Yeah.
So nobody's really stepping on each other.
Nope.
We can all learn about each other, and I hate the cliche of the rising tide floats all ships, but
Yeah.
I mean it's the truth.
Yeah, I mean,
You
but
know.
if when people do press junkets,
Yeah.
they hit all the local things. They'll go on 2, they'll go on 5.
Yeah,
they'll go on-
yeah.
and that could be us too. I mean, we get somebody coming to town.
Good idea.
Somebody comes to town and it's like, hey, you doing mine? Definitely go check it out. I mean, if we can coordinate it to where we can make their weekend in town, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
or whatever have you. I mean, that's really cool,
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm all down for that. If there's any possibility of us sharing a guest, I'm down. I'm not selfish. I'm not a gatekeeper of any of my crayons. You know, I always shared when I was a kid, you know, hey, let's all draw together, you know, as an artist.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I said, watercolors in the mall, not Miami sculptures, but I was a good artist. You know, share my crayons.
Yeah, that's how we should do it.
Yeah.
And thank you for sharing your dips. The
Yeah,
crab.
absolutely.
Thank you. I'm glad you liked them. I definitely think we were big fans of the crab dip more.
Oh,
Crab
yeah.
was definitely.
Crab was
I
so
just
good.
didn't get into.
No, but I'm saying that Old Bay, it's addictive.
Yeah,
It was like as soon as it leaves your tongue, you just want to coat it back on.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Well,
I'm losing the Old Bay
yeah.
taste.
A lot
More.
of times you get crab dip and you can't taste any crab.
Yeah, it's just the Old Bay.
I did it, and I got a big lump, 8 ounces in that little.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
yeah, I hit it.
You nailed it.
Oh,
One of our favorite. I mean, we love snacks. That's why Snackin
Oh, yeah,
works. We go to parties. You know, go to snack.
Seriously, we'll go to anything. It'll be any party, and we'll always look at what the.
yeah, you find your
Yeah.
snack table.
First thing.
Hey, that's
First thing we
perfect.
check out. You know.
And as we talked, your wife, I would love to have her on. So please look out
Yeah,
for that.
that'd be
as a
great,
future
yeah.
guest.
Absolutely.
That'll be fantastic. Future guest to have on for the arts that she does. And,
Yeah.
and I don't know if it comes out in time for the Brook Green Gardens thing, but definitely look her up and learn more about that because that's amazing.
Spoleto coming up too. Yeah.
Spoleto, she's a part of that. She's going to have something going on with Spoleto.
I think she'll be doing something. I can't remember, but
Yeah.
Well, if you
Like
can't
all over
find
the
her
place.
directly in her name,
Madeline Dukes.
Madeline Dukes, you can also find her through the Shrimp City Report.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On social media, is it all Shrimp City Report?
Yes, pretty much.
City
Yeah.
Report.
No underscores, no.
No, it's shrimpcityreport.com and then Shrimp City Report Show on Instagram.
Okay.
And then everything else is just Shrimp City Report.
There
Yeah.
you go. Got your branding all tied together.
Yeah.
Man, this is so cool. I think we're going to end it on the wide cam in the middle.
Okay.
But this, my friends, was Chad Dukes was a guy in radio I knew back in Baltimore. Sorry. You remember Dukes, Big Owen Dukes? That's exactly what I keep thinking every time I think of it.
It's okay. We all like the same.
So this was Devin Dukes and DJ Dukes, and they are the Shrimp City Report. Please, as they said, find them on all social media. Find them at shrimpcityreport.com, and also listen all the time. Right now, we have no overlapping guests, so anybody that you've seen here, you have not seen on theirs yet. So please go check out an absolute plethora of interesting guests from other walks that I haven't covered yet, from wrestling to pit masters to everything. I mean, it's going to be so cool. But I am so happy to have had you on. Please
Thank
don't
you,
be a
Ben.
stranger. And that's it. Thank you for snacking and yakking with the three of us. I will see you next week. And let's cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, y'all. Thank you, Big Ben Kennedy.
Thank you.
Sure.
You guys are the best.
That was
I don't know. That was
You
awesome.
don't have to go home.
Don't forget to subscribe, comment, follow, and share. And we'll see you back here next week for some more Snackin' and Yakkin'.